Chapter 7. And there came together to him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes who had come from Jerusalem, and had seen that some of his disciples took their bread with unclean, that is, unwashed, hands.
有法利赛人和一些从耶路撒冷来的文士，一同来到他那里，看见他的门徒中有人用不洁的手，也就是没有洗的手拿饼。
Now the Pharisees, and all the Jews, do not take food without washing their hands with care, keeping the old rule which has been handed down to them.
现在法利赛人和所有的犹太人，都是不小心洗手就不拿食物，遵守流传下来的老规矩。
And when they come from the eat place, they take no food till their hands are washed, and a number of other orders there are, which have been handed down to them to keep, washings of cups and pots and brass vessels.
当他们从市场出来的时候，不洗手就不拿食物。还有一些其他的命令是传给他们的，要他们遵守洗杯、洗锅、洗铜器。
And the Pharisees and the scribes put the question to him, Why do your disciples not keep the rules of the fathers, but take their bread with unwashed hands?
法利赛人和文士问他说：“你的门徒为什么不守祖宗的规矩，却用不洗的手拿饼呢？”
And he said, Well did Isaiah say of you, you false ones, these people give me honor with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But their worship is to no purpose, while they give as they're teaching the rules of men.
他说：“你们这假冒为善的人，以赛亚对你们说的不错。这些人嘴上给我荣耀，心里却远离我。他们的敬拜没有用处，却把人的规矩当作教训。”
For, turning away from the law of God, you keep the rules of men. And he said to them, Truly you put on one side the law of God, so that you may keep the rules which have been handed down to you.
因为你们偏离了神的律法，就遵守人的规矩。他对他们说：“你们当把神的律法放在一边，好叫你们遵守传给你们的规矩。”
For Moses said, Give honor to your father and mother, and, he who says evil of father or mother, let him have the punishment of death.
因为摩西说要孝敬父母，又说凡说父亲或母亲坏话的，要治他的罪。
But you say, If a man says to his father or his mother, That by which you might have had profit for me is Corban, that is to say, given to God.
但你们说，如果一个人对他的父亲或母亲说，你们从我这里可以得到好处的，是科班，也就是交给上帝。
You no longer let him do anything for his father or his mother, making the word of God of no effect by your rule, which you have given, and a number of other such things you do. And turning to the people again, he said to them, Give ear to me all of you, and let my words be clear to you.
你不要再让他为他父亲或母亲做什么。你们所定的规矩，使神的道没有效力，还有许多这样的事。又转过身来，对众人说：“你们都要听我的话，让我的话在你们心里清楚。”
There is nothing outside the man which, going into him, is able to make him unclean, but the things which come out of the man are those which make the man unclean.
人外面的东西进了人，不能叫他不洁净；从人里面出来的东西，才叫人不洁净。
And when he had gone into the house away from all the people, his disciples put questions to him about the saying. And he said to them, Have even you so little wisdom? Do you not see that whatever goes into a man from outside is not able to make him unclean?
他进了屋子，离了众人，门徒就问他这话的意思。他对他们说：“连你们的智慧也这么少吗？你们没有看见，凡从外面进入人里面的，不能叫他污秽。”
Because it goes not into the heart but into the stomach, and goes out with the waste? He said this, making all food clean. And he said, That which comes out of the man, that makes the man unclean.
因为他不是进了心，乃是进了胃，就随着粪便出去了。他这样说，使一切食物都洁净了。他又说，那从人里面出来的，就使人不洁净。
Because from inside, from the heart of men, come evil thoughts and unclean pleasures, the taking of goods and of life, broken faith between husband and wife, the desire of wealth, wrongdoing, deceit, sins of the flesh, an evil eye, angry words, pride, foolish acts.
因为从里面，从人的心里，有恶念和不洁的快乐，夺取财物，夺取生命，夫妻之间失信，贪图财物，做错事，欺骗，肉体的罪，恶眼，怒言，骄傲，愚昧的行为。
All these evil things come from inside, and make the man unclean. And he went away from there to the country of Tyre and Sidon. And he went into a house, desiring that no man might have knowledge of it, and he was not able to keep it secret.
这些恶事都是从里面来的，使人不洁净。他就从那里往推罗和西顿国去了。他进了一所房子，想不让人知道，就不能保密。
But a woman, whose little daughter had an unclean spirit, having had news of him, came straight away and went down at his feet.
有一个妇人，她的小女儿有污鬼，得了他的消息，就直奔过来，俯伏在他脚前。
Now the woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by birth, and she made a request to him that he would send the evil spirit out of her daughter. And he said to her, Let the children first have their food, for it is not right to take the children's bread and give it to the dogs.
这妇人是希腊人，生来是希罗腓尼基人，就求他把他女儿身上的邪灵赶出去。他对他说，让孩子们先吃他们的食物，因为拿孩子的饼给狗吃是不对的。
But she said to him in answer, Yes, Lord, even the dogs under the table take the bits dropped by the children. And he said to her, For this saying go your way, the evil spirit has gone out of your daughter.
他回答说，是的，主啊，连桌子底下的狗也吃孩子掉下来的饼。他对他说，你为这话去吧，你女儿身上的邪灵已经出去了。
And she went away to her house, and saw the child on the bed, and the evil spirit gone out. And again he went out from Tyre, and came through Sidon to the Sea of Galilee, through the country of Decapolis.
他就往家里去，看见孩子在床上，那恶鬼已经出去了。他又从推罗出来，经过西顿，到了加利利海，经过底加波利国。
And they came to him with one who had no power of hearing and had trouble in talking, and they made a request to him to put his hands on him.
他们带着一个没有听力、说话有困难的人来见他，就求他把手放在他身上。
And he took him on one side from the people privately, and put his fingers into his ears, and he put water from his mouth on a man's tongue with his finger, and looking up to heaven, he took a deep breath, and said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be open.
他就从众人中间把他拉到一边，用手指插在他的耳朵里，又用手指把口中的水放在那人的舌头上。抬头望天，深吸一口气，对他说 Ephphatha 就是要开。
And his ears became open, and the band of his tongue was made loose, and his words became clear. And he gave them orders not to give news of it to anyone, but the more he made this request, so much the more they made it public.
他的耳朵就开了，舌头的带子也松了，说话也清楚了。他又吩咐他们不要把这事传给人，但他越是这样要求，他们就越是把这事公开。
And they were overcome with wonder, saying, He has done all things well, he even gives back the power of hearing and the power of talking to those who have been without them.
他们惊奇地说，他把一切事都做得很好，甚至把听觉的能力和说话的能力还给那些没有这些能力的人。